What's up, guys? It's John here with Malevolent. We got another deck profile, this time with Georgiy. We just got done with our second locals back, and you played Prank Kids, is that right?
Yep, pure Prank Kids.
And how'd you do?
I got top 4 at the locals.
Sweet, so let's see what you played.
Alrighty. So we'll start off with just all the main deck Prank Kids. I got 3 of each one, except for Roxy's I played 2. This card's not as important as the other ones just because it's not a material for Battle Butler, and it's one of the worst ones to open because sometimes you just need cards in your hand to start and to play through Interruption. The entire deck is a 1-card combo, so the rest is just utility hand traps. You got 3 Skullmeister, 3 Ash, 3 Drone Lockbird, and 3 DD Crow.
So you just need to normal summon 1 Prank Kid and it's your whole combo?
Any Prank Kid is your whole combo.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that's it for the monsters. For spells and traps, we got 2 of the Prank Kid field spell. This just searches a Prank Kid, and then sometimes you can chain block depending on whether you link summon or fusion summon. You can either alter stats of your monsters or your opponent monsters. And we play 2 Mystic Mine, as well as Terraforming and Set Rotation. This entire deck, the combo doesn't go very wide, and so you can actually do the whole combo under Mystic Mine. There's a combo where you end on Bow Wow Bark and this card, and then if your opponent commits any monster to the field, you just tag out Bow Wow Bark and you lock them under Mystic Mine, and then you do like a small loop to do 1,500 damage every single turn, so you put them on a 6-turn clock to kill Mystic Mine, which is actually how I won my round 1. And then for the Prank Kid spells and traps, we got 1 Pranks and 3 Pandemonium. Some people play 2 and 2, just because Prank Kid's place does help extend, but it does require you to have this and another Prank Kid, and I feel like having the fusion spell is just way more important. Opening multiples of this is never bad because sometimes you can fusion spell multiple times during their turn, and if they do negate the first Prank Kid, you can keep going if you have another one, as long as you have a fusion spell, which is also why I play 3 Poly. This was triple tactics talent for a really long time, but I found that whenever I got interrupted, I was always using talents to draw, and I was really hoping to hit like another Prank Kid or a fusion spell. And I did the math behind it, and Poly just ends up being better because the statistics of you drawing 2 Prank Kids and a fusion spell is like way higher than just hoping to draw into extenders. Despite the flexibility of talents, just being able to like rip their hand or take control of their monster is just like more important to do your own game plan with the fusion spells. We got instant fusion. This card is like literally soul charge in this deck. Once you got your game plan going, 1 instant fusion is a link 4. Because you bring back 2 dudes and you can do your whole combo. 1 Reborn. This is actually really nice to, again, bring back Rocket Ride. So if you did your combo and you have a Rocket Ride engrave, you can bring it back. Fall by the Grave. Stopping hand traps is important in this deck. And then 1 for 1 just to get to Fansies faster, which is the most important Prank Kid.
Alright, so 40 cards?
It is 40 cards. You need this as consistent as possible.
Alright, let's see the extra deck.
Alright, extra deck it is. So this is like very pure. A lot of people would play like a couple utility cards, but I found that the Prank Kids game plan is just like really solid. So I play 2 Rocket Ride, 1 Weather Washer, and 2 Battle Butler. Some people play 1 Battle Butler, but in the grind game, sometimes 2 really comes up. And then I play 2 Meow Meow Moo, which is like probably the reason why this deck is good again. Before, the deck really needed 2 Prank Kids and a fusion spell to actually do anything, but this card lets you just like normal summon a Prank Kid and then do your whole combo just with this 1 card alone. And all the Prank Kids fusion monsters and the Link 2s and higher tribute themselves as cost to do something really powerful, but this card in the graveyard, you can actually banish it as cost instead of tributing the card off the field, which lets you double dip on some of the more powerful effects. We got 2 Doodle, this searches spells and traps, and then 2 Bow Wow Bark. The Link 2s will tag out to add Prank Kids back from grave to hand. This one does it during your turn. This one does it during your opponent's turn. This card's really funny because after you tag out, all your Prank Kids are indestructible by card effects, which came up because I was against Sky Striker and they afterburnered me, but I had Bow Wow Barked, and so my board was protected. And then Rip Roar and Roaster. Some people don't even play this. Other people side deck it. I think it's just really powerful against like some of the back row heavy decks like Dogmatica and Eldritch, because you can double dip with Meow, you can like blow up their board, and if they banish all their elixirs and their golden lands from grave to set their cards, you can just blow them up again, and then you can OTK them in the follow-up. And then the only non-Print Kids cards that I play are Unicorn, Access Code Talker, and Totally Awesome.
Gotcha. And so, how do you make Totally Awesome in this deck?
Dropsies is a level 2 Aqua. So whenever you do the 1-card combo to end up on Battle Butler, when you actually fuse into Butler, you'll typically float into double Dropsies and Roxies, and then on the first action of your turn, you just turn both of those into Toad, and then you combo with the 1 Roxies, and the one can become Access Code Talker, so on your follow-up you have Access Code, Butler, and Toad, and so you nuke their board, and then you have over 8,000 damage.
Awesome.
One quick thing, I do play 2 Bow Wow Bark because I main deck Mystic Mine. The combo to lock them under Mystic Mine does require 2 Bow Wow. If you don't want to play Mystic Mine in this deck, you can cut the Bow Wow to 1 and play like Abyss Dweller. Is actually pretty easy to make in this deck, so that's what I would recommend. And side deck.
Yeah, side deck.
So obviously this is going to be different for your local meta. So I played Lancia, we got the Gamma package. I knew our locals was like pretty back row heavy, so I did play 3 Lightning Storm and 3 Cosmic and a Duster. And then I also side deck 1 Prank Kids plan. This card is really good because you can link summon during your opponent's turn, and so against a back row heavy deck, I'll side this in, and I'm able to make Roaster on their turn, and so it functions as like another Feather Duster.
Gotcha, very cool. Do you think that you could quickly show us a just the one card Prank Kid combo?
Yeah, for sure. This deck does have a lot of different combo sequences, so it all just depends on what is in your hand. But the basic combo, we'll just start with Dropsies. So I'm doing this upside down, so forgive me. So you normal summon this, link this off into Meow, and then you use Dropsies. All the Prank Kids have an effect to do something, and then after you do that thing, you summon a dude from your deck. And summoning a dude is optional, which comes up in the Mystic Mine combo. And so this deck is actually like really good in time as well, because this gains life, Lampsies burns them for 500, and so it's really easy to go up in life and you can cheese out your opponent that way. And so if they don't negate here, I usually go into Fansies, because this is the most important Prank Kid to resolve. And then I link these 2 into Doodle. And then depending on what I have in my hand, I can do Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, or Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. So, because we want the dude to resolve, we'll do 1, 2. We will get Pandemonium to hand with Doodle, and then we'll send Pranks to grave, and we'll summon Lampsies, and we'll activate Pandemonium. We'll fuse these 2 on the field. We'll get Rocket Ride, and then Lampsies will activate, burn them for 500. Some Roxies, and then we'll tag out with Rocket Ride, charting Doodle, and I typically do Fansies, and then we Doodle now to add back the Pandemonium and the Pranks. And this is why you end up fusing Doodle as material for Rocket Ride, because you want to add back the fusion spell that you just used. And then these 2 into Bow Wow Bark. And then with Roxies, you do need a card to banish. So if we had a card to banish, we would just banish this, draw a card, and then you would summon another Prank Kid. Hitting Fansies. And then you can play Pranks, set this face down, and then during end phase, you're going to shuffle back 3 cards. Typically these, and then you're going to draw another card. So starting with technically 2 cards, a Prank Kid and any other card, you end with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So you went up 4 cards in advantage. And then during your opponent's turn, so you're gonna have this set, you're gonna tag Bow Wow out. Oh, that's the side deck. To add back Lampsies and Dropsies, and then when you Pandemonium, you're gonna fuse all 3 of these to make Battle Butler. And then these 3 will resolve. So many Roxy's and 2 Dropsies. And then because you have Meow Meow Moo and Grave, you can use Battle Butler's effect twice to destroy all monsters they control. And
Nice.
yeah, that's 1 and then 2. And then on the following turn, these is Toad. And then you can do the same combo with this one other print kit. So I would argue that
sweet.
it's like the most powerful 1-card combo in the game right now. And the fact that the engine is so tight allows you to play a lot of utility. So
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Georgie. Any final thoughts?
Post Banlist, I think this deck is definitely a sleeper. It is very complicated but very fun to play, so definitely check it out. Big shout out to Rogue Knights for helping us host locals again, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yep.